Hey guys, this is John from Styrene. This is going to be the final update on the 66 Ford Fairlane GT. A little history behind this car. I bought this off eBay. God, I think it was 2007. And I started working on it. I got the chassis painted and the engine painted and assembled. And as I started the purple body, I noticed that the roof had been on the right side. The roof had been kind of caved in a little bit. And I looked at it, and sure enough, the A pillar was pretty tweaked and had a little crack in it. And then the cowl piece on the where it joins to the fender was cracked all the way through. So I kind of got disappointed and said, screw it, put it in the box, put it on the shelf. And this was, I think it was, 2007, late 2007. So anyway, this is about the same time my son was starting mini dwarf racing. And so that took most of my time. We had to build the car, and we went to the races every weekend. During the week, we had to fix the car, put a couple engines in it. It was a good running little car. But anyway, the Fairlane stayed on the shelf in my garage for about 10 years. Last year, I took it down. I was just going to pitch it in the trash, but you know, I kind of wanted to look at it one more time, so I opened the box. And the more I looked at it, actually, the more I wanted to finish it up. So I did. So a few months ago, I decided to get back into the hobby. So I built a paint booth, and I spray painted it, and it came out terrible, actually. I think my first video shows it. But so what I did was I posted a video, my first video, in fact. That was the first Styrene steel that I did. I posted a video, and you know, basically bitching about the paint job and asking questions on how to do it, and I was pretty frustrated at the time, but you know, I just persevered, and people told me to stick with it, you know, do this, do that, and I did. You know, I what do you call it? I went for it. So anyway, so I started back on it. I did some sanding on it, some polishing, and took some of the bad sections out of it, and pretty much, you know, I was on the way to finishing it. Then I started getting interested in some of the stuff I did before, 10 years ago or so, even more actually. And that would be to like doing dioramas, and I posted a couple of videos of that. And then I got into got back into the pumps and the barrels and the boxes, and you know, all my resin stuff, and you know, people seem to have an interest in that stuff, so I decided I made a few videos about that, a few tutorials and how I do things, and the stuff that I basically had on hand, and the stuff that I wanted to do. And I've designed a whole bunch more boxes since then. And that's been kind of taking up all my time. The boxes actually take, to do one right, to get it to where it's perfect, to design it in Adobe, it takes between 3 and 5 days to do one box. And as I stated before, in my last video, I think it was last video, you know, some of this the files are huge. You know, they're 20 gig. But anyway, let's get back to the Ford. So I finally got back to this, and the reason being is I'm getting pretty tired of looking at it, and I really want to get this one done. So here it is, it's done. So we'll start with the engine. Now the engine is basically pretty much stock. It's a 390. I did the spark plug wiring on it. I used this stuff here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's about 17 thousandths thick, which scale, it's right around a 9mm, 9mm wire, so it kind of worked out okay. I got this at a used electronic parts place, and I don't even know what size it is. I don't know if it's like 29, 30, hell, it's even smaller than that. But anyway, that's what I did that with, and then I did, let's see if I can show you that. Get a decent view of the engine. Come on, baby. Okay, so then the fuel line, I don't know if you can see it. Fuel line is right there. I did that with I think a 24 gauge silver plated wire I got from I think it was Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I got it from Hobby Lobby. But and that's it for the motor. I didn't want to go overboard. I just wanted to get this model out of the way. But that being said, I didn't want it to be a piece of junk either. I wanted to do it right. So anyway, then from there went to the interior, and the interior is two-tone. Actually, not two-tone. The floor is done in a I think it's folk art lamp black for the carpeting, and then the seats were done in folk art semi gloss I'm sorry, satin black, and the I'll put some inserts in the video to show you some of the stuff, and then the dashboard was two-toned and then trimmed out with the gel pen, the silver gel pens. And some of it, like the horn button, the ashtrays, the chrome trim, like on the seat here. This was done, let's see, this was done with the Molotow pen when it was working properly. Pretty much that was it for the interior. The undercarriage, not very much happening there. The floor pan was done in ruddy brown primer, then I gave it a heavy wash. The differential was done in gunmetal gray, and then the primer was also done for the pumpkin section. The exhaust was painted, I think it's also folk art, two different color silvers, one lighter silver, and I think one, maybe that's a platinum color. And then in the end here, I drilled the holes, drilled some holes in there, as you can see, and I just put a little bit of black in there, just to run a little rich. Let's see what else. Okay, so the grill, the wheels, and the back trunk trim were all done in a black wash. The paint is actually, my gosh, it's a mix of Highland green. Let's see, there's 8 parts medium olive metallic acrylic enamel, automotive acrylic enamel, and then the other paint I used was Highland green, which is the bullet color. So I had 8 parts of the medium olive metallic, 3 parts of the Highland green, and then 6 parts of medium dry lacquer thinner. And that seemed to work alright. I did have some problems with the paint. If you watch video 1, my first video, you'll see how crazy I was with it. But anyway, that is it. That's That's the Torino. Not the Torino. That's the Fairlane. Give you a, center this up a little bit. Give you a full go around. Yeah, I'm really glad to get this one done. It was a long time coming. A long time coming. It's been over 10 years and I'm happy with it. You know, it has its flaws. But like I stated before, I'm not building a watch, I'm building a model car. And I'm building it for me. You know, it's not like, you know, I'm not going to put it in any shows or anything. I don't think it's good enough for that. But tell you what, it's damn good enough to be sitting on my shelf, finished. So that's it for that one, and kind of a weight off my chest. You know, like I said, it's been a long time coming, and had a lot of difficulties with it, and most of them were because of, you know, my being impatient or just little stupid things that I did, and I haven't built a model in years anyway. I've been doing dioramas off and on. Yeah, so the model came out good, I think. So you know what, you guys, thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your comments. I've seen so many good comments. I haven't seen a bad comment yet. And I really appreciate this. When I first got into this, I didn't know where I was going with it. You know, I didn't know if I was going to do one video, 2 videos, if I was going to do any at all. But I've been watching a lot of you guys for a long time. And on my other channel, I've been subbed to quite a few of you guys. Some of them that I hadn't realized, and I've gone back and subbed on this channel. So, like I said, I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate the encouragement. And a couple of questions answered. I will be selling the boxes and packages, gas station packages. That's in the future. I am working on stuff right now. I'm designing and actually redesigning my Texaco boxes because they were done in the old days with just printing them up on a sheet of paper and cutting them out with an X-Acto knife. So what I'm going to do next is convert those into a different file and put them in the Cricut to cut, so they'll come out just like the Moon boxes and the Navarro boxes. And they'll be much cleaner, they'll fold better, and I think they will look better. Also, the sizes of the old Texaco boxes, the file size was small, and they didn't really come out that crisp. They were crisp enough, but not like I'd want them. So anyway, I'm also designing some boxes for the Richfield stuff that I have, and just a bunch of other stuff that I'm working on. Still working on my Coke machine, my 63 Coke machine, the Vendo machine. Still working on the battered up and weathered gas pump. I've just got to make a casting of that. I figure I'm just going to go ahead and go with the way that I've got it. And I'll do another video. I'll do a video on that stuff. But for right now, this one's done. And like I said, thank you very much for hanging with me. And it's great fun. And I really enjoy this channel. A lot of good people on it. And I've never seen a community as tight as this. And I'm proud to be part of it. Alright, you guys, you have a great day, and I'm out of here. We'll talk to you later. Bye.